This Game Boy Advance will not charge. I've already taken this apart because I wanted to test it before I got started because I'm 90% sure I know what's wrong. We don't even need a battery to test this. When we plug this in, no charge light at all. Even without a battery, the light should come on for like a half a second. And yes, this has been USB-C modded, but if it would focus on the right spot, my soldering is perfect, as per usual. I initially swapped this because I thought, oh, maybe it was that. No, this is going to be slightly more of a tutorial because I am very confident that it is this right here. This is EM8. I don't know what that is. It's a coil of some sort. It's like these, but smaller. This has been a very common issue for me as of late. I think this is going to be like the 5th or 6th one I've replaced in the past month or so. So it's very odd how sometimes like I'll have issues that are not common until it happens once and then it happens a bunch of times in a row and nothing else is an issue. So we're going to replace this. I'm going to show you how. Sort of a tutorial. I guess you can technically do this with just a soldering iron, but I would get some sort of hot air station. It's going to be a lot easier. The one I have is a pretty cheap one. I will try to remember to link it down below. No promises. Just let me know in a comment and I'll link it in the description if it's not there. This also reminds me I need to update my preferred tools list and mod kits list and all the other lists that I have on my website. If you ever want to know what tools and parts I use, I have 3 long lists on my website, retroremaster.com. They're mostly affiliate links, so you can either use code Jake and save 5-10% or 0%, or I'll get money no matter what because they're mostly affiliate links. But before we place this, I will at least show you how to test for this. Most likely, if there's no charge light at all, it's probably EM8. But if you put your multimeter in continuity mode, and we're just going to test here, these 2 pins have continuity, these 2 pins do not. Oh, when I tested earlier, they didn't. Maybe I just need to refill the solder on it, or I may be hitting a via or something. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to replace that. I'm not getting consistent continuity, and it's probably good that I just replace it anyways because they break really easily. Also, why you'll probably want to use hot air here. So I'm going to flux this area up. I'm also going to zoom in as much as I can here. There are 4 pins, 1 on each corner. It's a charger coil. Makes sense. We're having charging issues. I will link these down below. This will be an AliExpress link because they are ridiculously priced no matter where you buy them. I mean, you could probably find an eBay listing for these. There's our little coil. That is upside down though. I'm putting this to 350C and I'm about half airflow, right about there. Because if we have too much airflow, we might send any of the other components flying and we are not in focus. I'm gonna let it heat up just a little bit. If it's not lifting up, don't force it. And then this is gonna be a little tough to put on, but hopefully it'll just grab. Okay, I'm gonna put a little extra flux down. Turn up the airflow just a little bit more because the airflow will help it heat up the area a little bit better. Hopefully it's perfectly on there. Hopefully we don't have any bridging. And I'm just gonna turn it off, let it cool down, and I'll come back when it's all cool. Okay, I'm just gonna clean this up a little bit since there's a bit of flux going on there. Just some IPA, and then I've got this Chip Quick Flux Remover. This is the same brand as my flux. It works very well. You just gotta pre-apply some IPA, then drop a couple drops in there, and it actually removes flux incredibly well. Again, we don't really need to plug it in or plug a battery in. Orange light comes on. Bam. This is kind of like my testing back plate here because it keeps batteries in so we can see, does it keep a charge? Yep, it keeps on charging all the way. You can't see that. Orange light, steady and strong. That's it. That is it. Simple as that. Swap in EM8 and we're out of there. But I am going to finish this video by modding this because that was the plan, was fixing this so I could mod it. So I will play us out with some music, finishing the mod, and if it's not sold by the time you're watching this, retroremaster.com. You can buy this one